is Scorecard. It's a beautiful day today on the program as we are here to see a kind of developmental project that can be likened to a serious revolution here in Lagos State. This is Wumi Ayeni. On the program today, we are on the island and we are here to see the developmental projects that the current chairman of the local government has embarked upon since assumption of office. It's going to be thought-provoking, it's going to be explosive on Scorecard today if you stick around and join us on this wonderful journey through this local government. I'm going to take this time out, and when we come back in just a jiffy, my guest will be seated with me. Welcome once again. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, this is still Scorecard, and Wumi Ayemi is right here. If you recall, at the beginning of this program, I said we are on the island today. We are here to see developmental projects that can just be likened to a revolution when you talk about in-depth developmental projects that the local government chairman has taken up upon himself to do for his community and for his people. I don't want to take you too far because my guest is seated right here with me. I'm talking about the chairman of Eti-Osa East Local Council Development Area here in Eti-Osa, Lagos Island. I'm talking about Honorable Ogundare John Campus. So nice having you on the program, sir.
How are you?
Very well. I can say you look so calm, so cool, so collected. What's been the secret?
Well, probably because we understand the system and we are playing along.
Oh wow, yes, yeah, it's written all over you. Yeah, well, now let's start this way. Now we are going to be talking about four key areas of development on the program. We'll start with the infrastructure, and then we'll be talking about road constructions. You have built this, you have built that, and I will be talking about even schools that you had rehabilitated or even constructed from the foundation. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about if there are markets you have done, if you have, or everything that comes under construction. We'll talk about that. And from there, we go to environment. Under environment, we'll be talking about how this local government has been, kept in this condition of absolute cleanliness. We talk about that. We talk about the sanitation program. We talk also about the security because the people must be secured before we can talk about any other thing. How is the security of this local government being taken care of by your administration? From there, we go straight to the human and healthcare development. We talk about the capital development of these people under this local government, the unemployed, the widows, and also married women that have next to nothing doing, what you have done to help them and to build them up. We talk about skill acquisition here. And now we also talk about the palliatives that you have been dishing out to the people of this local government. Then the other side of it, which is the healthcare development, we'll talk about the PHCs, what you have done to help them. Then we'll talk about education also, what you have done for the primary schools that are under your purview to build them up, to help the pupils. So in some cases, we've had some local government chairmen talk about school bags, exercise books, making uniforms. It depends on what you have done to help the primary school pupils. Then we also talk about the JAM form or GC forms that you dish out. So these are just basically the package. So I'm going to start this way, but that's going to be a little bit out of what I just narrated. And I want you to look so deep into this issue. When our present president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was the former governor of Lagos State, he did He created additional 37 local council development area, yeah, which became 20 years this year. What would you say that has been able to do for this community before the creation and after the creation of those additional local governments? So we'll talk about what the impacts of the creation of the additional local government as per this community. We'll talk about that. And then the power of autonomy given to the local government. Also, in this era, the regime of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What do you have to say about this?
Well, I remain my humble self on that region campus, the executive chairman of LCDA. Is LCDA Home of Hospitality? Well, thank you very much. You see, 20 years anniversary of LCDA, 37 LCDA in Lagos State has brought up a lot of development, and that is why we are where we are now in Lagos State. You can't compare Lagos State with any state in terms of dividend
Okay.
of democracy,
Yeah.
because that wisdom then that brought about creating additional 37
LCDA.
LCDA has taken us far, way far, 50 years ahead of every other state. And I'm being sincere with you. You can, where do I start from? Tell me the nooks and crannies in Lagos State that there's no president of the government. It has brought to the doorstep of every, the government, every individual in the nooks and crannies of Lagos State. Unlike before, Eti-Osa was one. Now we have 4 local councils, right? Now tell me, before now, 20 years, about 21 years ago, if I want to have access to my local government chairman, then I have to transport from here down to, right? Ikoyi, Glover Road. Now, anybody can just come from us. You can see a lot of people waiting to see me. I'm always on the field and I want to believe that is how all the other local council chairman also busy. Are you getting
Let's talk about the autonomy now.
The autonomy, Lagos State has been running autonomy before the pronouncement of the Supreme Court.
Okay.
We have our financial autonomy. Are you getting it? So it's not new to us. Before now, we have our autonomy before being pronounced by the Supreme Court. That is just the honest truth.
All right. So, your message for the president, Asiwaju, who has done all of this for the state and for Nigeria.
What do I have to say then? I say thank you to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. May the good Lord strengthen him with good health and long life. Because I want to believe he's taking Nigeria to another level. But we just have to be patient with him. He knows what he's doing.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
He knows what. In the next 4 years, Nigeria is turning to another.
The haven that we had always dreamt of.
Trust me.
Okay, now let's now go straight into the business of the day.
Well, thank you very much. Security in my local council. After this interview, I will appreciate if you can just go to 4 or 5 places randomly. I'm not giving you just in my local council. Go ask what it was before my assumption in this office and what we have now. Before my assumption in office, it was so terrible. We have security challenge. Before my assumption. It is when it is the advent of COVID and NSAS syndrome stuff. Those 2 things brought out the negative aspect of our youth, especially in my local council. from a bus stop to the other, the youth of one community cannot,
Go to
for years,
wow.
it's as worse as that. The youth of Okera, or anybody from Okera, that is well known in Okera, cannot go to Ado. Youth of Ado cannot go to Langbasa. Langbasa cannot cross to the Badore.
Wow.
Aja cannot go to Ado. Shombotedo is another, the seat of government is another challenge, security challenge. I assume office 24th of July 2001. Yeah, 2021, yeah. And I can tell you for fact, in that very week, I was hold hostage for 2 hours
Really?
by these boys. They all came to the gates, shooting in the daylight around about 12:30, 1 o'clock. I was hold hostage for 2 hours before I started making calls. So I can tell you for fact, it's something of the past now.
What magic wand did you use?
Because before I became before I was elected as the executive chairman of this local council, I've had an opportunity to be at the corridor of power. I've served this local council for 6 years as a supervisor for environment.
Okay.
I've also had an opportunity to serve this local council as supervisor for budget and planning for 4 years. So all these things has given me amenity. So I understand the pain I have, to understand the challenge of our people. So there is no excuse in giving from my own end to the people that I didn't get it right. So that sink into my own brain before I assumed office. So immediately we got in and I saw this, I called all the stakeholders. When I said stakeholder, all the balance. Then I have one Oba Olakunle Badru of Langbasa. Also key into that idea. The CDC, or the CDA, I seek for their cooperation. I made them see reason for we to have a local vigilante because the security outfits, they are overstretched, especially the police. So the then commissioner for police, what is it called? Odumosu.
Okay.
We had then the 57 local government chairman. We had our retreat, 3 days retreat in a hotel where he made us to understand that the law permit us to have our. So I just buy into that. Then I took the advantage. I later went to meet him, and we gave that our local vigilante Digbolu called.
That's quite funny.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
And I can tell you, we started with just 30 men. Presently, we have about 60 of them now. And fantastic.
So maybe that should now lead me to the question that's popping in my mind. What have you now been able to do for the unemployed youth in this local government in the area of capital development?
Well, before assumption, I think the previous government then we had a vocational center in resettlement area there, in which we train people catering, we train them carpentry, fashion, and all sort of. We are setting up our computer ICT center very soon. So we have that. We support them.
Okay.
We do bursary.
Okay.
We do empowerment program. We are just through with 100 people support by 100,000 each.
Wow.
That's about 10 million naira. And we do this. We do solar program. It's about 8 weeks program. We are doing another one for this year. It's a yearly program where we bring out the science graduates, 30 of them. We're looking at working with 40 or 50. It all depends on the organizer.
Okay.
Right? So we are talking to them.
All right. Now let's look at the palliatives, because you led us into the account you gave to us led us into these areas. Let's talk about the palliatives for the people of this local government. How far has that gone here?
We've done palliative over 8 or 9 times.
Okay.
And we started by giving foodstuff.
Okay.
Also, foodstuff, well packaged. Then, in the same day, we also assist with minimum of 50,000 naira
Oh,
to support. We have all the clip here.
Wow.
Over 1,000 people. We started with over 1,000, then as time goes on, we increase to 5. That is 500 from each ward.
Okay. So they take home food and they take home money?
No, not the same at the same time, not all of them.
Okay.
We will have a number of those that are going with money.
With money, okay.
While those
that will go with food stuff.
Food will go round.
Oh.
Selected, needed people.
Okay.
Will go with money and food.
Oh, that's a brilliant one.
Yeah.
All right.
And we also key into the program of the state, which is 25% off on Sunday markets,
Okay.
which our zone is in Ado.
Okay.
And we are now supported the state with another 25. So make it half price. Then in the following week, we started our own weekend Eti-Osa East. That one is called Unje.
Okay.
Ours is called Unje Eti-Osa East.
Okay.
In which we do for Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, wow.
And we run it for like 5 weeks. We took it to the resettlement area, which is Alagunton. We took it to the coastal area, which is Okumoko. We took it back to Okera, Folashade Ojo Modern Market. We took it back to Dick Secretariat. We now took it back to Mokpo. We've done that for like 8 times.
8 times.
So and people are still clamoring that we should. The Bale were at the stakeholders was on last week or so. They mentioned it to me. They pointed it that I shouldn't be bothered. That people really enjoy that initiative that we should continue. When we came in, we have plenty of challenge and programs, but with limited resources. But first thing, we need to touch all areas, right? So we started with the program in the very first year, back to school.
Okay.
In which we provide them with exercise book, writing materials, the bags. We now share it to the public school. We have about 8, 9 public schools.
Okay.
And we give minimum of 500 in each of the public schools. We have the tape. You can get it. The following year with this same, we also support our peoples with JAM.
Okay.
JAM form.
Forms.
Minimum of 100.
Okay. Yeah.
We do the GC. Minimum of 100. This year, GC is, I think we bought 100. By next week, we are giving it out.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And on the bursary, we do bursary and scholarship.
Oh, okay.
And this one is coming up by next week, thereabout or end of this month.
Okay.
We have our candidate already.
Okay.
It's just for us. Less than 3 years, we've constructed about 12 roads.
12 roads?
I'm going to mention that. Bale Street in Aja, that link inward the Aja market.
Okay.
It was constructed under this administration. Omoba Murphy Road in Aja was constructed by this administration with drainage.
Okay.
We don't construct road without drainage. Here is a water
waterlogged area. Yeah.
So we have to with drainage. There is a road, Ajibowu in Naija. We are through with the drainage. It's just for us to pave the road. That is 3 within Naija. We've constructed an health center in Naija.
Okay.
Ajam Health Center, and commission is functioning now. You can go there and see for yourself.
Okay.
And let's go to Ward B, which is the seat of power here.
Okay.
You can take your camera there, just behind this. Look, I can see Bale Ajakaye Street.
Okay.
It was a dual drainage. It's about 60% completion.
Okay.
You go there and see. It's coming up with lights, solar lights.
Okay.
Because we are trying to introduce those solar lights into our roads. So in the night, it serves as a security.
Yes.
Where there's light, there won't be any, so there will be a lot of sanity within that area. So you can see we've given our secretariat a facelift, compared to what it was before. And we have another town hall in Majek that happened to be in Ward B also. We've built it, the town hall, and we have a functioning health center there now.
Okay.
Functioning health center. We moved the health center in this secretariat to that place to function. Are you getting this? So that place is full. And that is the request from the people within that axis. For Ward C, we've done Sikiru Oloko, 2 carriage drainage that is going on, and the paving of the road. It's about 300-meter road. 2 carriage drainage. Within that Ward C, we have Folashade Modern Market.
Okay.
It was built as a constituency project from Yeye Tinubu then, about 13 years ago, but we have plenty of challenges within that market. It's not functioning because the contractor messed the whole thing. They didn't get the DPC right.
Okay.
So when it's rained, the whole compound full of water because of the DPC is below the road, and we have some structural challenges and all that. We've done, it's about 90% completion. You can take you there, you see yourself. We've put in solar lights.
Okay.
We've brought in a transformer there. So by October 1st, God willing, we're going to do a lot of commissioning of our project. We will invite you to come and see. In Ward E, who happen to be in the resettlement and the coast area.
Okay.
We've done 300 road on Okunwaja, paved.
Wow.
We've done another 300 on, as if we're going to Okunwopo. That is phase 1. We are having phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, because it's about 3-kilometer road. It's a state road. But we have to do something because we don't want our people to feel neglected. So we started with 300 meter. We're starting another phase 2 soonest. Within that axis in Okunwopo, we've done a fencing of 12 plot of land that the previous government bought for recreation center.
Okay.
We fence and gate, and we are building a guest house there now as I'm talking to you now. And we have a proposed mini stadium. It's going to be factored in the next year budget.
These are other revenue generation avenues for the local government. Okay.
So we have it there. On the coast side, we have the beach and all that. So we felt we need to have a guest house. We need to have a recreation center. We have indoor sport facility and also outdoor, which is the football field. So we go there and see for ourselves. Also on the same Ward E, we have the resettlement area. We've done Sakashitu Road 300 drainage. So we're about to, no, we've done 300 and additional 70, that is 370 drainage, and also we've paved. We have in the same Alagunton, inward Alagunton, we have Pastor Olushakin Road. We've done the drainage. By next month, we are commencing with the stone, God willing. It's about 360 something meter drainage.
Well, you've heard it all from the horse's mouth. When you are doing so well in that which you are assigned to do, you always want to give full details, full account of what you have done so far. And that is what we had going on here today on Scorecard, where our guest, the chairman of Eti-Osa East Local Council Development Area, has been reeling off his numerous achievements within a short frame of time that he assumed office as the chairman. Like I said, we are still going to talk to some people in this local government to corroborate what the chairman just narrated on the program, and then I'm going to be saying my bye-bye usually on the program this week. So stick around, don't go anywhere. We are still here at Eti-Osa East, and we shall be going to town right now.
The activities of my humble chairman, the executive chairman of Eti-Osa East Local LCDA, he has been doing well with us women. It is, I would say, paramountly, if you don't tell him, that is when he is not going to do anything about that. Once you tell him, once he knows. Once you call him, he's always there to be.
The activities of the executive chairman has been, let me say, about 80% on staff welfare, and he's trying all his best. He wants to give the staff the maximum support.